All of our 10 playable species are quite humanoid and are people, but Within Cold Stars takes place in a distant galaxy where humans have never set foot. The idea actually originally came from me being annoyed that sci-fi like Star Wars and Dune, they're set in these distant, far-off galaxies, but they're still like 75% human. That just always kind of annoyed me. So I'm like, we're gonna set in a different galaxy. We're not gonna have any humans. Um, and it's been interesting. There's been a lot of challenges with that, but I think that we've overcome a lot of those challenges. Where a lot of these species and these societies are very familiar, but they have our own intergalactic twist on them. The Adrazoid are a reptilian species who emit omnipheromones that work on nearly all other species, not for attracting, but for convincing. If an Adrazoid walks into your restaurant, you're more likely to give him a little bit extra or a little bit extra care just because something about him just makes you like him. And it's actually these omnipheromones, whether you know it or not. So they often take the roles of businessmen and entertainers or politicians because of this. Although many are just regular people who don't really care about this natural ability. The Arieks are slug-like humanoids who communicate with each other via this informational mucus. It allows them to transmit thoughts and memories via touch with another Arieks. They find verbal communication to be almost useless. It doesn't allow you to convey all that much information, and there's so much room for misunderstanding. Their entire home planet has this mucus integrated into their ecosystem through their weather manipulation technologies. And because of their increased understanding and communication, they live very communally. Arieks who are alone for a very long time can sort of start to go mad because of how they live naturally. The Luxite are tall, thin-boned humanoids with shiny, silvery skin like mercury's flowing underneath it. They're extremely intelligent, and they're the inventors of hardlight technology. They use it for everything, from buildings to cars to clothing. The Okot are a species where females are large and brutish, think something similar to an orc. But the males are around 1 foot long worms. The idea was actually based off of the anglerfish, which has a very similar thing, although the anglerfish obviously isn't humanoid. Uh, the male Okot are actually also, while being foot-long worms, they're also intelligent. And at this point in Eradonis, they use robotic suits to interact with the world and to communicate. The Gurn are a species that have the power to produce enzymes naturally and manipulate DNA naturally. Not just of them, but of other species too. This causes them to be one of the most varied and elusive species in the galaxy. Because they can manipulate their own DNA, they can turn into whatever, you have no idea what they're going to look like. This is just a taste of all the species that we have in our all-in-one rulebook, and all of them have still have the same unique flavor. We really wanted to make sure that it wasn't just humans with some shit on their face.